In these uncertain times, it can be challenging to know where you'll get your next bit of furniture news or learn about Peter or myself. That's why we've put together this new improved format of...
You're very good with hand
If you
motions.
could quit interrupting me, this is very serious.
Sounds grave.
Anyway, we've put together this Daniel House Club news experience so you can be connected to what matters to you most. Sarah McLaughlin, are you ready?
We are back with more products of the week. And this week, they are all from Audo Copenhagen.
Audolicious.
As you may remember, this is a whole month of modernism here at Daniel House Club, and so we're focused on another vendor of ours that is sort of a mix of iconic modern pieces and new staples that they're introducing. So I think let's talk about the column table lamp first. And Alex, I think that if I told you that this new column lamp is battery powered and sort of based on the shape of bollards used to secure vessels to a jetty, what would your voiceover be for that product if it was in a commercial?
Here's a lamp. It's very sturdy.
That's it?
If you're going for ship attached to dock, what do you want?
Sturdy, yes, sturdy. All right, well, that is in fact the case, so I think that you've made the commercial. But it's really cool. I like the sort of brushed metal look, and everybody should buy it.
Should I risk asking you a question you don't know the answer to?
I don't know the answer to anything other than what I've said just here.
Okay.
No. Tell me.
Does it come as a plugged-in version? A lot of Audo's products do come as battery-powered or plug-in, which is really cool because they've got some very cool lamps, like the Harishima, which is not on this list, but it can be both.
Yeah, I don't think this one, I think you can charge it with a USB cord, but I don't think it's like a permanently plugged.
That's okay, because our members can go to the website and find out. DanaHouse.club.
One of the reasons, though, that we're highlighting this from Audo is I wanted to show like there's a huge range of price possibility with Audo. So this piece is like $280, and then they have some great things that are like $6,000 or $7,000. But if you just want to own something iconic and cool, you can start there. I think it's a really cool addition to any of your clients' projects. Since this year, we have more and more interior designers either joining us because they are commercial designers looking for resources, or members who are growing their business from just residential to residential and light commercial.
I'm going to interject quickly, if I may. That's one of the coolest things about Daniel House Club. Obviously, I'm biased, but it allows you to be really flexible with the projects you take. You don't have to totally restructure your relationships to support a new project, because we also have commercial, we have residential. You can take on things that you wouldn't normally and grow your business, or just have fun with something new.
Yeah, and you just, even like if you just have a friend who's like, do you have this thing? You'd be like, I don't know anybody, would be my old answer. Now when I use Daniel House Club, I'm like, yeah, I've got 6,000 options for you. Anyway, so at Audo, they're collaborative with designers and architectural firms. And so this co-chair is called that because two of their collaborative partners were put together with this mission to create something that both worked for residential domestic spaces and commercial office spaces. And so I think one of the coolest things about this is it's a pretty comfy domestic looking chair-ish, but it stacks 15 high on a trolley.
Ooh, so you could have a conference.
You could have a whole conference in minutes.
Wow.
And doesn't look like one of those terrible laminate chairs that nobody wants in a nice spot.
And it's yellow.
And it's yellow.
Yeah,
I think it has several other colors. So yeah, check out the co-chair, another well-priced item from Audo as well, and really versatile. The last piece from Audo, we were having a debate about how to pronounce. So if somebody speaks German well, please let us know if you would pronounce this Jaeger.
Or if you're French, a Jaeger.
Yeah, we think it's probably Jaeger.
It's the Jaeger bomb table.
Yeah, totally. No, it's the Jaeger lounge table, which also question mark. But it's based on a 1940s design. which is based on an even older design of some folding stools and beds found in Tutankhamun's tomb.
Good thing they didn't go to Tutankhamun's tomb. They would have just found knockoffs.
That is one of your lower level puns. Anyway, this table's really cool. It sort of does look like it could be designed based on a cot. You know?
Yeah, it does. You could probably put a mummy on that. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. And it's cool that it folds, right? So yeah, order one for me. This would be high on my list of items I'd love to purchase from Daniel House Club.
I really want to lounge in my home now, just for this table.
Just for this table. No, but as you know, like, I'm not the world's biggest modernist fan. I like some pieces, but I like that I feel like I could bring this into a variety of interiors, and it feels really at home. It's very warm and easy on the eyes, and apparently folds up, so I can use it for TV dinners.
Just slide it right into your sofa.
Yeah, perfect. That's Audo Copenhagen. As always, remember, if we don't have a piece on the site, contact the concierge at concierge@danielhouse.club, and they are going to be really excited to hear from you and help you.
In our new format, we'll cut to a member. We're going to hear from Travis Smith, who we have been lucky enough to have on camera. I love hearing from Travis because he goes and talks about what the real value of Daniel House Club is. We often share, and so do our great members and vendors, that Daniel House Club is a place where you can source furniture at excellent trade pricing. But that's just a part of the value.
I did a kid's bedroom last year, and the parents, like, the kids were not sleeping. They were like in, like through the night. They had 3 kids in one room. I did this kid's room. We did bunk beds because it was the only way to do it. And the parents called me, or texted me rather, when the project was over, and they were like, our kids want to be in their bedroom. Like, I did like lights and things underneath, I made it fun, right? They had like a jungle theme. And I was just like, that is payment, right? Yeah. That they were like, the parents are sleeping, the kids are sleeping, the kids are excited. They feel like it's like a magical room. And I'm like, this is what designers are supposed to do, is like transform that space, like literally. And then the family is living better. They are like, they're more rested, and the kids are happy, and the parents are happier, of course. And so it was very fulfilling. So I love this. I love it when things like that happen.
That sounds like, yes, incredibly rewarding and makes it all worth it.
Absolutely. But Daniel House Club is like the behind the scenes partner to me that like allows for all that in a way that's faster, in a way that has the selection that I need, and also in a way that, and I haven't even brought this up, but another thing Daniel House Club helps a lot is just helps me to make money. And y'all, I heard y'all interviewed last year, I guess it was last year, you and Alex interviewed on, it was Wingnut. That's how I learned about y'all.
Okay.
It was on Wingnut. And I was listening. I don't know. So I was on a run and I was listening, and I was just like, this is too good. I literally was like, this is too good to be true. Like, in my head, like what y'all were doing. Right. Yeah. And I got home and like, of course, like looked up what y'all were doing. And I was like, this is it. And one thing I really loved is at the time, and I'm pretty like young in the business, or new, and I'm not young, but I'm new in the business. I didn't have a receiver. Receiver felt like next level to me. And I'm like, these guys are shipping stuff and like coordinating things where like usually, like trying to think, forehands, right? Forehands, I believe, you need a receiver, which I have a trade account with forehand outside of Daniel House Club, but I don't need it because I just go to y'all. And if it's not on y'all's site, y'all made it really clear, hey, let us know what you need. And then your concierge service, which is incredible, like sends me a pro forma. And so y'all just like, you just get it done. You know what I mean? You make it simple. I've heard it, y'all described as the Instacart of sort of procurement. And I just love it that I can go to one place. I love it that I can send my clients to one place. I think the images are good. I mean, I include like a lot of dimensions and as many specifics as I can, finishes, materials. I like push that over to my, my client dashboard. And so like, if y'all had like thin information on that, and I had to kind of I had to start with y'all and then go to Forehands, and I'm picking on them, but Forehand's site, and then pull that data, it would just be like, all right, there's so many steps here. So the fact that y'all have distilled that, and and you're adding product. Like I love when I see something like a new line, I'm just like, I didn't even know this furniture maker existed, you know? So that's super cool. And it's, I can already tell like from a year ago to like now, your just the volume and the availability of a product has like increased, right? So
I'm glad
so
you can tell because
I can tell.
Like the thing we try to really only implement changes that our clients are really telling us that they absolutely need and want. And that kind of extends to vendors. Like every time a client reaches out to the concierge and says, hey, do you have this vendor? Like our concierge team marks it down and sends it over.
Yep.
And then once that vendor has a couple tally marks next to it, that's when we're going and chasing after them, because we know this is going to be one that people really, really like.
We are excited to be supporting, once again, a Modernism Week event with Save Iconic Architecture. Last time, do you remember what we did? We had fun.
We went to a Frank Sinatra house that had a pool with shadows to look like a piano.
Yeah, it was really beautiful and fun and a great setting for a party. But this year, it is going to be set at the living interior designer Martin Lawrence Ballard's house, which is pretty exciting. And it's going to be a 70s themed disco party. And this is on what day? Valentine's Day. Yeah, disco on Valentine's. And we're excited to sponsor the champagne wall at this event. I've not been to a party with a champagne wall, but apparently other people have, and it sounds pretty entertaining and a little weird, yes. So if you are going to Modernism Week, be sure to check out Save Iconic Architecture's big party and go have some champagne on us. We have a couple of our concierge team members, Robert and Darren, who I think will be in attendance. They're very excited. And so
a good time to remind people that a portion of every order at Daniel House Club is donated. We have 7 charities that you can either select at checkout which one you want a portion of your order to be sent to, or if you don't select, it'll be divided between all 7. But Save Iconic Architecture, Architecture is one of the options.
Why did you emphasize iconic?
Because I accidentally did it the first time, so I thought let's just roll with it.
All right. And I guess maybe for those who don't know or have never visited Palm Springs, it's great because of the weather. Also because there's not a lot to do, which I find delightful.
It's just peaceful.
But if you like modern architecture, this is the place. I mean, there's so much fun American residential architecture
I would say,
there.
Go to Palm Springs if you like modern architecture, golf, or are over 80.
That must be why I find it the perfect location for me.
We're Peter and Alex, and we'll be back next week with more industry news.